Hi, it's Zari Daniel from USA Math Ministry and Organization. Actually, today's video is a kind of important video relative to the US Math kind of organization, because exactly the way that I will hire people, those who are going to be the first level of people around me, those who are going to be the trainees, who are train them, and I see how they approach to my trainings. Of course, everything starts with I'm doing business, I'm giving something, I'm doing, you are involving in my business, so it's going to be some financial. I hope it's going to be, it's hard, maybe it seems a little bit strange at the beginning, but if you watch this whole video, everything will make sense. So the business model of USA Math generally is based on graphs, and one of the great stage as a kind of being a Patreon or a supporter of USA Math that I will support you is knowing to create Excel sheets. Of course, these Excel sheets are not just created just like that. I mean, if you just, I will put this exactly this file on description below, description of the video, and as you see here, this part of the graph has some relatively business kind of data that it comes out of ingenuity, understanding the ingenuity of the business that you or me, I was involved, and then I will just demonstrate every single molecule of your body working on your plan. I mean, because first of all, my belief is Christianity, but whatever your spirituality is, everybody has some spiritual realm. That's the top layer of it. And from Christian perspective, fasting and praying is gonna bring it up. As you see, it's low, and I'm not happy with that, and I need to work on that because I'm in a situation. But then we have soul, that between the spirit, and we have body. And one of the small part of this body is the brain, I mean, here is the brain part. That, I coach you to just, work, when you're in chess.com, or, when you're playing chess with me. As you see, it's a very small part of the brain. And generally, I think one of the great part of brain is USA Math rating. I'll just, from 101 or through YouTube, or if you for comments, I'll just go through until you have your USA Math rating. But again, as you see, this is a body part. I mean, sometimes I would say, especially these days, I'm not that much focused on body, but if you like and you want to be immortal and live in this world with your mentality, we're going to focus on this part. That's your choice. But as you see, my choice is soul and spirituality. And my graph, I think the way that it satisfies me. And this whole graph needs to study. I mean, this whole graph is a USA Math kind of engineering part that when it comes to artificial intelligence, all these things will make sense, but we're gonna go step by step. And then as you see, the plan has parts, low plan, emergency plan, recovery plan, falling plan. And of course, can show you, even I have prosperity. Here I have 50 soul prosperity. I mean, you cannot, in all the cases, you cannot approach to the soul, 50% of body, 50% of soul, because 50% of soul will be prosper. The rest is spirituality and soul itself. I mean, if you have all the money in the world, again, you cannot work on your soul. But you can be prosper. That's why I'm off there. But I want to be low life. I want to be in a low level and just follow these things that I'm going through. But I'm showing you exactly the business model of USA Math, and engines comes when we discuss about that engine. It's going to be individual, it's going to be unique. And remember, the mark of the beast, that based on Christianity or any realm of religion that you want to talk, it's the moment that you are losing the control of your body. So I hope whatever you're building it's going to give you enough control to know yourself and uniquely define yourself in society. I'm not going to go more than this. So I showed you the graph But then you see those graphs. But the other thing you must work on, especially for getting better into graphs, this is the homework. And one of the, people who were interested and said to me, sometimes it's all about, I'm not going to start a business just right away. It's up to you and up everybody how they're going to start a business. I won the game. But my point is, winning or losing, you must analyze your game. And every analysis, I hope this analysis will show some graph, it's not coming up. You push this button, it's going to analyze it, but I think this one is already done. And as you see in a chess game, you have 3 parts: opening, middle game, and end game. And this is almost for every business. When you start to learn in USA Math how to analyze, how to approach, it doesn't matter your rating is how much. Me myself, I started with 700. I was crazy happy when I beat the 1000, when I beat the 300 more than me. And it is possible. It is possible when we having our graphs, when you are in USA Math, when you discuss your graph, when you want to approach to this. It's impossible to approach things without modeling and logical approach. AI, business, financial, any type of thing you want to go, you need to think. It's in Bible. You need to work too. It's just not only faith. Faith is something, yes, when you cannot do anything. Faith is a great element, especially these days. But my faith is telling me that I need to do work to even optimize my faith. So, as you see, this was a chess.com, and here I was going to show you, you must have some platform working on. And as you see, when you go to status, I hope it's going to pop up upward. As you see, status have this, let me show you. We go to the Blitz, and then in the Blitz part, as you see, we have this rating that you can go through, and in whole year you can see the process of how I approach to this. So I need to see the graph. Then we're gonna, when you are getting better kind of understanding of graph, then we're gonna go in you're gonna be skillful. And it's just not about the graph in I need to show you guys, we have graphs in coding. In solo learning, you can optimize your graphs. You can just have your graph. So please, this is a serious business. Whatever you're getting charged, you get the result. Because if you go to my webpage, and if my web, I hope I need to support my pages. I need to have some money for a month, not to lose it. But anyway, in my webpage, I have this brain study. How can we approach to, brain study? And my point is that in math, coding, and chess, I'll coach you. Please trust. Trust builds in a time. And believe me, this business, it's worth you. It's going to change your life, and you're not going to lose a cent in this business. And this was in general showing the business, business model. And here in my webpage, even I have this brain kind of, brain training that I'll show you how I'm training you. Training your body, training your soul, training it. You go to the product, and then services, and in services you go to brain food. And as you see, I have to brain food, not here. How that happened. You need to go to the service and brain food. Okay, as you see, it's gonna have a brain food. What happened? So I need to have a little bit of. So I'm happy that I didn't, have a little bit problem here. Again, this page is showing up. There is some problem here. You need to go brain food. I need to fix this. When you go to brain food, there is a tutorial how I'm training. You need to watch that. And it's actually coming up. This is kind of a little bit misfunctioning. This is misfunction based on this platform that I'm using. So you go to brain food, and then you go to brain food, and that relative video will show up. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and this was the USA Math business model. Sorry if it was a little bit unclear. I will put a little bit good music on background to make it a better video. And thank you for watching. USA Math Chemistry and Organization signing off. Bye.